Busy day at Halas Hall today. Got to hear from general manager Ryan Poles and some of the new acquisitions the Bears acquired in free agency. Here's some of the top takeaways from Thursday. Let's start at the center position. We finally got to hear for the first time Ryan Poles and just his thoughts about Drew Dalman's retirement and then how the Bears ultimately pivoted. Here's what the Bears general manager had to say.
Obviously, there's a lot of things that are unexpected that happen in this job. Drew being one of them. That retirement was a little bit of a pop-up on us. I want to respect him and his decision. So the reasons why and all that, I'll let him answer those things at his time. But I'm proud of our organization for adapting and adjusting, which allowed us to bring in Bradbury here to help us solidify our offensive line and continue to play.
As you heard from Poles, they had to adjust and they got Garrett Bradbury, and we got a chance to hear from him virtually earlier in the day. And man, he's fired up about joining Ben Johnson's offense, being a part of that run scheme and just being with Ben, who, is excited also to have him a part of this offense at the center position. So Garrett Bradbury was a good find by Ryan Poles to, fill the void that was left there after Drew Dalman's retirement. Let's get into the second takeaway. And you know that guy, Maxx Crosby? You probably heard of him. Well, the Bears, they looked into it. Hear from general manager Ryan Poles himself on Maxx Crosby and the situation at the pass rusher position.
Yeah, I've said before, we're always going to monitor every situation. Sometimes it fits and works with what you got going on in terms of resources. Sometimes it doesn't. We're involved. I mean, we checked into it. We looked to see if it made sense, had some dialogue, but I'll just leave it at that.
There you have it. Ryan Poles said that the team was involved. They checked into Maxx Crosby, looked to see if it made sense, had some dialogue, and, they'll just leave it at that. And, he wanted to leave it at that with the media, but does that mean Ryan Poles is done with the whole Maxx Crosby situation? Yes, he's in Las Vegas for now, but is he still available for trade? And technically he is. So I'm wondering if Ryan Poles is still going to engage with the Las Vegas Raiders on a possible trade for Maxx Crosby. But I think for Bears fans, just hearing it from general manager Ryan Poles himself, that they were interested, that they checked into it, that maybe gives you an indication that the Bears are still not done at the edge rusher position. Maybe that comes in the draft, but they at least looked into acquiring and seeing what it would take to get a Maxx Crosby. Last takeaway I want to mention here is Coby Bryant, the new Bears safety, someone who's going to replace Kevin Byard now that he is in New England on a one-year deal. Coby Bryant said one of the first people that reached out to him was Caleb Williams. Here is Coby Bryant on his thoughts of the Bears quarterback.
Yeah, I actually had to play him 2 years ago, so I seen how special he was from day one. He actually reached out to me when I did sign, and I felt like that's special. The quarterback reaching out to a safety. Even though in practice I'm definitely gonna try to get on him for sure. So, but definitely just him reaching out says a lot, honestly, and I'm looking forward to playing against him.
You can hear the competition that Coby is excited to have with Caleb Williams, especially on the practice field. But those two will make each other better, and that's the whole goal of what Ryan Poles was trying to do with this free agent class. One, upgrade some speed on the defensive side of the ball, bring some more competition even at left tackle with Jedrick Wills Jr. for that position and that competition that will unfold over the summer. But that's what Ryan Poles has done so far. Those are some of the top takeaways from, like I said, a busy day at Halas Hall. And make sure you tune into the REKAP YouTube channel. We're going to have plenty of Bears content, not only now, but through the draft, training camps, OTAs, you name it, we'll have it. So make sure you tune in at the REKAP to stay up to date with all of your Bears coverage.